leader.
This is 6 Pop Echo, 620.
Hello, W6PE and somebody else. Good evening, Mike.
So, good evening, Mike. Good to hear you on there. Wasn't able to make the net on Thursday. We have our radio club meeting on the 4th Thursday of the month, so I was there.
Yeah, well, if that's only happens once a month, it's not the end of the world. You're still taking part in amateur radio, so that's the main thing. Along with being on the frequency, of course, and using frequencies that we've been given. That's also very important to make use of these frequencies so we don't get them taken away from us. Good evening. Who was the other voice?
That was me. Hello, Mike. WA6LOL. Sonora 856.
856. Good evening. Strong signal from Sonora there, Dave. And how are you feeling?
Good, yeah. You know, just trying to figure out how to live along after, radiation and chemo. Boy, that stuff really does it to you, but I'm glad to be alive. I'm not complaining, but yeah, that's it. So I'm working on my loop Yagis and an elevation and azimuth setup, rotor setup for it and everything, and along that, so I got to figure out how to, I think what I'm going to have to do at 1296 is run a little amp at the 9700 and get that up to about 30-40 watts so I can lose 3 dB and get out there and drive the 600 watt PQL amplifier at a full load, because I guess to get the 600 watts out, you got to drive it with a full 10 watts, so can't have any loss in the coax.
Yeah, it likes a full 10.
So anyway, good to hear your voice. I recognized our leader's whistle. Anyway, I heard somebody call you our leader the other day. I thought that was pretty funny. So anyway, yeah, just playing with antennas.
Yeah, very good. The whistle thing is just it's become kind of a calling card. I do it in the morning also on 40 meters. Mostly I do it so I know that I'm not going to, I come up on the right frequency. The transceiver on HF is iffy. Sometimes it comes up, but it comes up from turn on in the split mode. I don't know how it does that. I don't touch it, I turn it on from an external power supply. So why it changes modes when you turn it off to when you turn it back on again is beyond me. But about 25% of the time it comes up and it's transmitting on the other frequency in VFOB. And of course, if VFOB isn't on the same band that you're on, which it normally wouldn't be, I would normally have it over on 50 megs or 14 megs or someplace. Then, of course, your antenna is wrong. And the radio talks to the amp and says, I'm transmitting on 14 megs, but you've got the antenna, I've got the antenna switch put in the 40 meter position. Anyway, long story about nothing. But, anyway, I whistle so I can make sure that I'm going to have an amplifier that keys and doesn't trip. And I do the same thing here to make sure I got power, make sure I got DC on the amplifier and so on. So usually a quick whistle here is all I do. On 40 meters in the morning, I might play taps or something, and that wakes up all the boys. Everybody says, oh yeah, we heard you whistling the wake-up call this morning. So it did get 2 people out of their doldrum sitting in front of the radio waiting for voices to come out. Anyway, good evening. Let's see, we're getting close to time here. Let's see who else might want to get an early check-in. We've got Mike in here, W6PE. We've got WA6LOL, Dave, all in the wrong direction. But I'm pointed south, so let's see who else is down there. K6MYC, Bozo Net, 2 meters.
K6US.
Okay. I heard you, Dave, 971, K6BBG. Good evening. Of course, I heard you, Aaron, 1056, 1070, whatever it is. I wrote it down. It must be right. And 1100, 1079, 1100. And I heard another voice, but I didn't get the call sign. Go ahead, the other voice.
704 KK6 ZKE.
704. Good evening, Terry.
982.
And stand by, Mike. I was hearing somebody else in Tehachapi, the Tehachapi station. Go ahead. Yes, it is. Did I copy Whiskey Alpha 6, Mike November Quebec? Is that correct? Very good, Bob. Do you have a Bozo number? I can relay that up to Mike. Alrighty, Mike, up there in Fresno, we have a new Bozo down in Tehachapi, Whiskey Alpha 6, Mike November Quebec, and he's going to need a Bozo number.
Well, we'll have to wait for Rob to get here. It'll probably be 1268 if Rob didn't give away that number already, but 1268 is most likely. So I don't hear him at all. So I don't know what he's running there in Tehachapi. You might find out. I also have 982 Daryl on frequency. Good evening, Daryl. And I have Terry in here, KK6ZKE, 704. So we got you guys. Don't give up, but that's what Aaron is doing. He's got somebody that called him while he was on his DMO5 location there. And I can't hear the other guy at all. K6US in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, Bob, down there in Tehachapi, we'll get you a Bozo number. The keeper of the numbers is currently not on. Looks like you have an email address on QRZ. If you're not able to hang around, I will email you your Bozo number once we get it assigned to you. But Mike wanted to know what you were running there in Tehachapi. I'm currently in Fresno, operating a remote at 7,000 feet near Double Mountain. So I'm in your backyard up at 7,000 feet, but I'm physically located up here in Fresno, and I can relay your check-in up to Mike, and we'll get you on the list. And as I said, I'll email you a Bozo number. But Mike wanted to know real quick, what are you running there, Bob?
I'm here waiting for turn to talk, KM6SR. Up there in the high desert. Can somebody fill me in on what the hell is going on here? Bozo 831, KG6USS. Thank you, KG6USS, Bozo 831 up there in the high desert. Can somebody fill me in on what's going on here?
Yeah, very good, Bob. Well, it looks like the keeper of the numbers is on. So go ahead, Rob, and give me a number for Whiskey Alpha 6, Mike November Quebec.
His number will be 1273, 1273. I gave some more to LA. That's why we're down a ways.
Okay, Roger, Bob. We just got you a number assigned from the keeper. You are now Bozo number 1273, 1273. Roger. Okay, Roger. Yeah, I'm listening to my radio in DMO 6 and the radio in DMO 5, and yeah, if you can't make it all the way up the valley, I will be more than happy to check you guys in through the remote. So I'm gonna hand it back up to Mike and stop ticking off the guys down in SoCal at K6US, Delta Mike 05, 1079 and Bozo 1100. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, fine, Aaron. And could you give us a rundown on his station? Is he vertical or horizontal? I heard not a peep from him, so he may not have a good location or maybe vertical.
I think he said he's got a couple element antenna, 991A running 50 watts, but if he's down there into Tehachapi, he might have a bunch of dirt in the way.
Well, what did he say he had for an antenna?
Yeah, Bob, real quick, what was your antenna again? Roger. Mike, he said he's running a 4-element, but he does have some bigger antennas that he could probably put up at some point. And yeah, he's just north, according to QRZ, he's northeast of the town of Tehachapi, so he's probably down in there with some dirt. But he'll hopefully get a better antenna pointed your direction. K6NYC, K6US.
Okay, 2 more questions. Did he hear anything from us, number 1, and does he know where to point for us? Over.
Yeah, Bob, have you heard anything from up north yet? And you probably want to be pointing at about 334 degrees up the valley. Okay, Roger. Yeah, Mike said, Bob said he's heard a little bit, but he'll definitely be listening tonight. K6US.
Okay, well, he's got to know where to point, Rob. I'm running 1500, and I could hear traces of him that time, but the band is extremely quiet here, so I heard just a tiny bit of him, I believe, or at least a voice. So there you go. John is also in here. I think John's a little premature, but he's wondering what's going on and why he's got so much QRMary there. I thought Bob might be running vertically polarized, which would tear him up, but horizontally, if he's line of sight to the high desert there, he's probably still bothering John a little bit. Okay, thanks, Aaron. K6US in the group, K6MYC, and we've got Terry in here. We got Rob in here, 432, and I assume 1200 Candy's with you, Mike.
Yeah, QSL.
Okay, very good. How are you doing? Did you make it through the weekend without hurting yourself?
Yeah, did that, but we lost the cat.
There's something wrong with the audio there. I thought it was me, but you're grungy, and I couldn't understand what you said in your last transmission. Over.
Yeah, the radio had some noise on it. I said I made it through without hurting myself, but we lost the cat. And that's all I want to say. KM6SR, back to net.
Oh, that was your 15-year-old cat, then she finally passed away, did she?
19 years old, and I don't want to talk anymore about it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're sorry to hear that. I know how they get attached to you, for sure. Aaron, are you hearing Rob's signal?
Alpha Juliet 6, Papa Delta 1237.
Yeah, he sounds okay. K6US, Delta Mike 06.
Hey, Rob, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Daryl.
Who's sorry?
Who's me, Mike? 982.
I've got you, Daryl. I called you out earlier. I guess you didn't hear me.
I heard you. You said, who said that to Rob? I said I did.
I'm struggling with you guys. Everybody's mushy.
7. Tony's trying to check in there, Mike.
I hear Tony. Just a minute. I'm trying to get the radio to sound better here. Well, it may be the blanker. I can't tell whether the blanker's on or not. Aaron, you might check my blanker and turn it off. I don't need it tonight. Okay. So let's see. Tony, I've got you, AJ6PD, 1237. Thank you for being there. Frank was here on Saturday, finally. And he was going to be here today, but he got about 2 or 3 miles from the house, and all of a sudden the truck started to act up and went into the default mode, which means he could only drive at about 25 miles an hour. It shuts the engine down to save it if there is an issue. This is something that he thought he had cleared up. He had all that worked on last week, and they put $500 or $600 in the truck to fix that problem, and it's back again. So something funny going on in the truck, but he couldn't get down here today. But he's between that and 6 other things, that's why he hasn't contacted you, Tony, but we've talked about it. He's getting there. Just have to get all these other little gremlins out of the way.
Okay, thanks for the update. I'll just keep standing by and waiting and looking forward to whatever happens, and just play it by ear. Thank you, Mike. AJ6PD 1237, back to net control.
Okay, very good. I'm trying to figure out why this radio sounds so crappy here. I can't figure out. Everybody's mushy. Aaron, can you look at the radio and see what I've done to it?
Radio looks fine.
Well, can you hear the feed through?
Sounds fine on this end. I got you coming to one of my speakers here. So it's. Are you wearing your hearing aids?
Well, I've got the hearing aids on. I don't have Bluetooth on, but it just sounds like everything's got the clipping. Everybody's clipped. Normally the audio is sharp and crisp, and tonight it's just mushy. So we'll just keep an ear on it. Maybe the hearing aid, I don't know. I'd like to get my hearing aids back in order. I'm hoping sometime next week to get the repaired unit back, and I'll be back in business again. Anyway, let's see if there's anybody else in here that has not checked in to this point, or if anybody has checked in. If you have anything for the net, please come in. Just give me an ID with your call sign in, and I'll call you in. K6MYC looking for check-ins, Bozo Net, 2 meters.
Hey, Mike, W6PYP 583-583.
Hey, 583. Hey, we don't hear you very often, Greg. Good signal from Visalia there. We should hear Robert in here this evening, KE6VG. He's got a booming signal with his whole loop up at 40 feet. Boy, he does a great job with that, both on this band and also on 432. So when you put them up high, they really work. Anyway, hopefully you're doing well down there, Greg. Go ahead.
Yeah, doing okay. Like I said, I'm in a different vehicle, and I get this temporarily in the vehicle, so it's vertical, so probably a little weak.
I hear you, John. Okay, hang on a second, Greg. Let me get John in here from the high desert. KG6UY, KG6U. Oh, for heaven's sakes, USS. K6MYC, Bozo 47, John.
Yeah, got you there, Mike. How you doing tonight?
We're doing fine, John, and you're doing pretty well up here. Not terribly strong, but certainly clear. and not multipathing or anything. So we do have some stations that might be able to work here. The big guns aren't here yet this evening. Well, just a few of us are anyway. Hi. Hopefully you didn't have too much trouble. There's a new station that's checking in with us, WA6 Mike November Quebec. He's in Tehachapi, and maybe he was the one that was giving you fits earlier. He was checking in with Aaron. Aaron was operating the K6MI station using his own call, of course, but he was operating the Tehachapi station at 7,000 feet, and might have been Aaron that was bothering you. I know you were having some grief down there. Anyway, good evening to you, and take a standby and see who else gives you a call, John. KG6USS, High Desert, A6MYC.
Hey, John, WA6
K6US.
Charlie Mike 97, number 856, Bozo 856. You copy?
Yeah, stand by there, K6US. I want to try and get anybody else out there in the San Joaquin Valley.
John, you got to stop acting like a jerk. You got to share the frequency, John. I was checking in a new station from Tehachapi. Don't just shove me aside.
I don't mind you. Okay, let's just put that off to the side. We'll go to another frequency on that. Anybody else out there in the San Joaquin Valley want to check in up here in the high desert?
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, hi, John. KG6US, USS, WA6LOL, Charlie Mike 97.
Okay, Mike, I'm hearing somebody else coming back to me there, but I'm not copying them. I think his name is Dick. Is that Roger?
You know, you're kind of weak up here tonight. Band conditions aren't optimum for you and I. So anyway, if you can hear me, I'm checking in. I heard you ask a question, but I'm not sure what you said. Over.
He needs your Bozo number.
Oh, okay. 856, 856.
Did you get that, John?
I did not, Mike. What was it? What was the Bozo number?
856, 856. Call sign WA6 Lima, Oscar Lima. WA6 LOL, over.
Okay, that's the gentleman up there in, oh gosh, up there in Sonora. Is that Roger?
Yeah, you're way down at the moment, way down from normal, so I'm barely hearing you, John, over.
Yeah, Mike, I'm copying him a little bit there. He's in the mud, but I know his call sign there. He's up in Sonora. Is that Roger?
Yeah, the call sign again, WA6 Lima, Oscar Lima. WA6 LOL, he's in Sonora. Charlie Mike 97, and his Bozo number is 856, 856, over.
Copy. Got that one. Yeah, I talked to him the other night there, and his signal was booming in here. All right, anybody else out your way want to check in with me there? KG6USS.
KM6SRR.
KM6SRR. How you doing there, Rob?
Doing okay. You got a good signal for me anyway.
Roger that. I've always got a good signal on you, buddy. I always got a good signal on you. Anybody else your way want to check in with me? KG6USS 831 up here in the high desert.
Yeah, I was trying to check in with you, John, but then you shoved me off to the side. K6US 1079, and now I'm going to shut this thing off because apparently it's ticking you off.
Okay, well, I got you. Loud and clear. Thanks for checking in. K6US. Anybody else want to check in up here in the high desert? KG6USS.
Hearing nobody at this point, John.
All right, Mike. Hey, good copy on you, and good copy on everybody else. I wish LOL would come in a little bit better, but I talked to him the other night, and he was just smacking me. All right, KG6USS 831 High Desert. Thanks for checking in, guys. We'll go back to net control on the vertical.
Apparently you tweaked the antenna, or the band just came back, because the last 2 or 3 transmissions you've been very strong up here. So there was just one period where you were very, very light. 7-3, give our best to all the guys down that way. KG6USS, K6MYC, clear, looking for other check-ins in Northern California.
KG6USS 7-3, y'all. We're back.
Thank you, Mike.
On the vertical in Southern California.
I'm looking for N6SWR. Ben, where are you? I'm looking for KB6RQU, Bozo 61. Missing a lot of people here tonight. Okay, well, I guess we can go over to Atascadero. How about you, Ron? W6QUI, K6MYC.
Yeah, I'm over here, Mike. Good evening to you. W6QUI, Bozo 1055. Over.
I got you. You're kind of weak tonight. I don't know if you're pointed right, or maybe it's just the band. I think I'm pointing. I'm at, where am I at? At 209. There's 210. 210, 211 is usually where I set for you. Anyway, have you got Eric in there tonight? Has he tried a new location, or what's going on there with Eric? Over.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Eric today, so I don't know what he's up to. He's quiet around here. Well, you're booming in. Oh, hang on. We're hearing my 10 watts. That should be better now. Over.
Well, no wonder, see? I hear you at 10 watts. It's not a problem of your Q5, but you just don't have the push behind you there, Ron. Anyway, good signal. Others are in here, so I'll pass it over to Rob and around the loop here quickly. KM6SRR and the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, how you doing, Ron and Eric? I hear you both there, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob.
1009.
Not here tonight. At least I haven't heard from him. He usually breaks in and lets me know when he's here. So you're just hearing me tonight, Rob. Over.
Okay, I thought I heard somebody else in there talking too, kind of down a ways. I thought Mike was talking to him.
Was that you, Eric? Somebody just responded, but you didn't give your number or your call sign, so we don't know who it was that said something with Ron there. Over. Okay, well, I did hear the other Ron, KJ6TYO1009, just checked in. Good evening to you, Ron.
Hey, good evening. Yeah, I just wanted to get in there before you got too far north there. So, all right. Thanks, Mike. KJ6TYO1009.
I don't know if he's hearing you, Mike.
Oh, you were doubling with another local station here, Ron. I didn't hear you. Try it again. Let's see if I can hear Eric in here. W6QUI with KN6EIV, K6MYC in the group. Over.
As far as I know, Eric's not here. Just stand by a second. Eric, are you on frequency?
I don't hear him. And Rob, did you hear something that you thought was Eric?
There's another weak station in there. It's not Eric.
Okay. Maybe it's the guy in Santa Barbara there. Can you pull him out, Rob?
Yeah, I heard something. Let me back up to the Santa Barbara direction. Okay, this is Rob with the 2-meter Bozo Net. Was somebody trying to check in from this direction, from Santa Barbara way, or anywhere close? Over.
Wow, even I can hear him.
I don't hear him.
It's very weak.
Yeah, I've got you, Ben. You're really loud this direction. I'm not even pointed where I usually hear you. Sort of towards Santa Barbara. Yeah, you're real loud at your normal direction, too, so you've got a good signal you're putting out tonight. Thanks for being there, Ben. Well, as they say, whatever works. Ham radio guys always figure out what works, and that's what they use.
Well, I hear you pretty well. N6SWR, WA6LOL up here in Sonora.
Hey, Ben, are you hearing LOL up in Sonora? N6SWR, KM6SRR. Yeah, Ben, this KM6SRR. I was wondering if you heard WA6LOL from up in Sonora. He was calling you a little bit ago. N6SWR, you have a copy on KM6SRR?
I looked down and saw it was off frequency, and he sounded like Donald Trump. Let him come back again.
Okay, Ben. Yeah, I was just telling you that Dave from up in Sonora was trying to call you there just a little bit ago.
Roger, I heard him. I just couldn't understand him.
Okay. Dave, he heard you, but he couldn't understand you. You're on the back of my antennas. Hopefully you got a copy on me. KM6SR, back to net.
Try it again, Dave. Give him a call. Listen up, Ben. Listen up. Here you go. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, N6SWR, Bakersfield, WA6LOL, Whiskey Alpha 6 Lima, Oscar Lima, Charlie Mike 97. You copy? Over.
Over, Ben.
Right, I heard that. Now I had to move my antenna. What direction are you from Bakersfield?
Oh, he's in Sonora.
I am aimed about 156, so about, 330 or something. Ben, about 330, I think, for you. 330 WA6LOL. I think if you go 330, that'll be about right. WA6LOL, over.
I think he's got QRM now. I'm hearing the High Desert station that's covering him. He's probably not hearing you because he's got QRM.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, he was up when I called him, but he's gone, faded considerably now. So, well, I guess we didn't make it. Thanks, Mike.
Not really. I'm somewhere close to that, but the antenna's off.
Go ahead again, Ben. Give him a call. Give WA6LOL a call using call signs, please. Over. Okay, I think Ben's not hearing me. He must have QR, Mary. Ben 73, sorry about the QR. You must have QR Mary down there or something. You're having some kind of problem. You're not hearing us calling you there. 73 Ben 73, thanks for checking in here. N6SWR K6MYC Bozo Net.
K6MYC N6SWR. How copy now?
That's much better, much better copy. I wasn't having any trouble with you, but you were not coming back to us. Over.
Roger. I was pointed, maybe 3233 or something, and my antenna won't go around straight north, so I had to go all the way back around. I'm at about 305 now, bouncing off the mountain range.
I'm hearing you good now, Ben. N6SWR, WA6LOL, Charlie Mike 97, Whiskey Alpha 6 Lima, Oscar Lima, Charlie Mike 97.
WA6 AAC, I think. Is that you out there, N6SWR?
Go ahead, Dave. He's got your call wrong.
Oh, hi, Ben. N6SWR. This is Whiskey Alpha 6 Lima, Oscar Lima. Whiskey Alpha 6 Lima, Oscar Lima. And
Lima?
I am in Charlie Mike 97. Charlie Mike 97. Over.
Are you running 1,500 watts there, Dave?
Yeah, approximately.
He should be hearing you much better. He's only running 150 there. Ben, did you copy Dave that time? WA6 Lima, Oscar Lima?
Direction is he? I'll point the antenna at him. I have no idea where he's at.
He's in Sonora. About 3:30, 3:25, 3:30 for you. Over.
Roger. If he'll give me about 15 seconds, I'll spin it around.
No, you don't have to go all the way around. How far can you go before it runs into the stop?
I'm at it says 040 right now, but I know
I copy you.
Closer to 020, and he's far into Sonora, much more north than where I'm at. I've got to spin it around to hit him.
Stand by, a guy down at Bakersfield here.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, N6SWR. N6SWR. I'll give you a little chatter here. You could get the beam around there the other. I know those north stops are a problem when it stops at north. N6SWR, N6SWR, Whiskey Alpha 6 Lima, Oscar Lima, WA6LOL, Charlie Mike 97 up here in Sonora above Yosemite. Do you copy me there?
N6SWR.
Yeah, you're still rotating, Ben, so I only heard the last part of that. Where are you pointed now, Ben?
Hopefully where you can hear me.
Well, listen now. Dave is going to give you a call, so peek on his signal. Don't pay any attention to where you're pointed. Just look for a stronger signal. I think you have to go a little bit more north, but you do not want to be east of north. He is west of north a little bit for you. Go ahead, Dave, WA6LOL to transmit K6MYC.
Appropriate.
Yeah, Ben, N6SWR, N6SWR. I ought to be around 330, I would think. The reverse of where I'm aimed at you. N6SWR, WA6LOL, Sonora, over. Well, Mike, I just don't think I'm going to make it. And hi to the fella in Turlock there that called me trying to get a contact with Bakersfield from Sonora here. But Mike, I'm not going to take up any more net time. I don't think we're going to be able to make it.
I think Ben's confused about something, and I don't know what it is.
I drifted off frequency again. I'm right at 240, so come back now. N6SWR.
Where did you say you're pointed? 240 or 340?
It's WA6.
His frequency, Mike, 240.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Lima Oscar Lima. LOL, like laughing out loud. WA6 LOL. Charlie Mike 97 up here in Sonora. Did you copy that, Ben? All right. Well, it sounds like we made it. What's your grid down there, Ben? What is your grid square? Your grid square, your locator, Ben. Over. Delta Mike 05. Well, we have a contact.
Great, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry about having a weak station and bad antenna, but that's all I got.
Well, you know what? We just had to wait for the band to cooperate here, I think. Thanks for your help, Mike. There, K6MYC in the net. Thank you, Ben, for the contact. WA6LOL.
WA6LOL. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you having patience and staying there with me very much. Thank you. And thank you, Mike. KM6MYC. Have a great evening. N6SWR. Delta Mike 05.
Okay, very good, Ben. Very good. We've copied everything from you there. But you're having some receive problems, I think partly because you weren't pointed right. Okay, you got it now. Now you know where to point for Dave. He's got a great station up there in Sonora. He's got almost line of sight to me. He's always very loud here. 7-3, let's take a quick standby for KB6RQU. Dave, where are you? I mean, Rick, KB6RQU. Where are you, Rick? Okay, I give up. Let's go back around to Atascadero. 7-3, Ben, K6MYC, going to Atascadero again.
Roger, thank you for all your patience. Have a great evening. N6SWR.
7-3.
This is Mike Italy.
Hi, John.
Greetings, and we're hearing N6SWR just fine. K6MI.
Okay, back toward Atascadero here, if you're still there, Ron. Sorry for all that confusion there. You still there, Ron? W6QUI. I think he's gone. Okay, let's go to Santa Cruz and Watsonville. Here we go.
Hey, Mike, just to let you know, looks like we lost the computer in the barn, so no rotor control up on the stream. Everything else is up. K6US.
Okay, I don't know why it wouldn't be on. I haven't touched it.
It was on at the start of the net, so I don't know why it shut off, but we can deal with it later. But nobody on the stream is going to know what direction you're pointed, so just call out the directions.
Okay. Well, Santa Cruz is 270. I'll be pointing at 270 here in a second. There we are toward 270, give or take. So let's see, KW6S. Or a F6 United K6MY6. AF6 United or KW6S K6MYC. Over. Okay, let me go up into the Bay Area. Bay Area, South Bay, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area. Anybody?
KB6WS
I got you. Good strong signal, Mike. 775 KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Very good evening, Mike. Over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6 NYC, KB6 WFC. It was a nice day today, and it's clear sky, so hopefully we have that the rest of the week. 73, KB6 WFC.
Yeah, it's supposed to be warm the rest of the week here. We didn't get to 90 today, but they said we might get to 90, but I don't think it ever got there. Probably stopped it on the mid-80s somewhere. But it was a beautiful day. Very, very nice day, sunny and warm, very pleasant. I could live without the 90s. 85 is good enough for me. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, and good to hear you. Look for you tomorrow on 6 meters perhaps, and then Tuesday on 1296, I hope. Hey, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6 MYC, 73, Mike.
Roger, 73.
Who else in the Bay Area, please? K6 MYC.
KA6UYH.
KA6UYH. Good evening, Chris. 1226.
Yeah, you got it, Mike. Good to hear you this evening. The band's not as good as it has been in the past, but at least we're able to work each other.
Well, I may not be pointed right. I just left it where I had it as I was copying Mike, okay, but he's further north for you, and I'm still in the South Bay, so I'm closer to you than I was for him, but I'm not sure I'm optimized on anybody there. Anyway, you're doing good, and good to hear you here. Have you heard anybody else trying to get in?
No, I have not. I was expecting to hear Gary, but maybe tomorrow night he'll be on.
Oh, he's here. He's probably having dinner. Okay, how about Jim, WB6JNN? AB6SR, how about you, Stan? Oh, my goodness. No Stan, that's a rarity. He must be sleeping too much Merlot tonight.
Maybe he was working out in his garden and the heat got him.
Yeah, boy, I had 2 hard naps this afternoon. I don't know what I did, but boy, I fell asleep like a rock. Slept from 1:30 to 3:30, then I came in the house and slept again until 4 o'clock, and then I slept again. I tried to stay awake for Levin to come on at 5, and I didn't wake up till 5:25, so I don't know what was going on, but I was having the same problem that Stan's having. Too many naps. I slept good last night, so I don't know, but anyway, I was rested. It's just a beautiful day to sleep, very comfortable. I can fall asleep because everything is neutral, temperature-wise. You're not sweating, you're not too hot, you're not too cold. Anyway, good to hear you. Let's see, QRZ to Bay Area, K6KLY. We have Ned in here for a week and a half now. Where are you? He ain't here. How about W6PQL? At Hope Bay Area, take a hiatus. Say it again, over. Can you copy that station, Chris?
No, I can't hear him at all.
Let me go back down toward Watsonville. Watsonville, Santa Cruz, K6MYC, looking for Alpha Foxtrot 6 United or KW6 Sugar. Okay, back into the Bay Area, KWB6JNN. Boy, we're just not going to get anybody. I'll have to come back and do it later. Thank you, Chris. Thanks very much. Nice to hear you on 40 meters, by the way. KA6UYH, K6MYC, going up to Oakley and in the middle of the valley here.
Hey, Mike, before you go, Jim is out here. JNN, I believe it is.
I'll call him in.
Go ahead, Jim.
K6MYC, WB6JNN.
Yeah, you're okay now. I didn't hear you up to this time, but you're very strong, so you must not have had something turned on there. Over.
Yeah, I forgot to switch off the Oscar antenna.
Okay, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Yeah, it's been a nice day over here. Sat out on the patio for a long time, enjoying just being out there in a nice, about 82 degrees, probably this afternoon. Yeah, a little bit of haze in the sky, but pretty much nice sunny day otherwise. WB6JNN.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, it was same here. I sat on the patio for quite a while and had a very good long nap out there. Slept from 1:30 to 3:30 out there. I couldn't believe it. I don't normally sleep that long in one stretch. Usually I do a half hour and then I wake up. 2 hours, man, in the chair, and I was out.
Hopefully you weren't in the sun.
I was what? What's the time?
I said, hopefully you weren't in the sun.
Oh, no. The patio where I'm sitting is covered. I don't know if you've ever been here, but I have a big covered patio, and it's quite large. It's the leftovers of the roof of the house, and it extends to the east about 15 feet to give us a big covered patio. So, except for morning time, let's say from about 11 o'clock on, the patio's in the shade the rest of the day. Over.
Yeah, I've been up to your house, but it's been several years now. But yeah, I remember the general layout. But anyway, I was just making a comment about that and asking if you looked like a lobster. WB6JNN. Nothing else really here aside from the fact I've got a whole bunch of contacts through satellite, so I've been happy with that. And yeah, I can work the East Coast, but I can't hear myself. They can hear me fine, but you know how it is with the near far on a translator. WB6JNN.
Yeah, that's weird that you can't hear yourself. But I'm glad you're having fun with that. Good. The bands are really crappy. 20 and 40, or 40 in the evening is very noisy. S9 plus 10 static levels the last 3 or 4 nights. It's awful. So I went over to 20 and spent a little time on 20. And I did run into some old friends that I hadn't talked to for a couple of years. But not much activity there. I only heard one ZL. He was 25 over 9, so I know the band was open, but no other ZLs, no other VKs, no other anything from the Pacific. It was stone cold dead from the Pacific, although I know the band was open. I worked a bunch of stateside guys off the back of the beam. Anyway, so much for that. Bands are kind of funny these days. 7-3, Jim. I'll see you tomorrow on 222 WB6JNN, K6MYC, looking for W6PQL.
Hi, I'm here. How are you?
I'm here. I'm fine. Over.
Oh, good. Yeah, it was pretty warm here also. Probably a little bit cooler than San Jose, but not by more than a degree or two. And it was enjoyable. I don't like the cooler weather, not after winter. So I'm going to play golf tomorrow. I think it's going to be close to 90 tomorrow, which is a little bit on the warm side for me, but I'll survive. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, well, you can always make a mistake and stumble into a water hole.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Yeah. Blame it on the bum leg.
Okay, you had an hopefully next?
Hopefully not, yes, I agree. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow on 222, Jim. Temperature's about the same here. We were in the it was supposed to be 90 today, but it never made it. I think we were in the mid-80s at the highest, but just really pleasant, really nice day to be out. Light breeze, and as I came out here to the shack, the breeze was coming from the due east, exactly due east. That's an unusual direction. Normally we get southeast, but that was just coming in. I've got a little flag on the patio, so I know where the wind's coming from now. It's right on the patio. I found it the other day, so I mounted it, so it's right there next to where I sit and nap. And I can tell which direction the wind's coming from. And due east this evening at about 2 or 3 miles an hour. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow. W6, have a good game. Don't lose too many balls. K6, W6 PQL, K6 MYC.
Okay, Mike.
KB6PA.
Yeah, good evening, Oliver. Good signal from you. We're missing a lot of people in the Bay Area, so it's good to have you in here. Go ahead.
Yeah, good to hear you. Went to a fun ham swap in Sacramento, Elks Lodge today. The River City Ham Club. Saw lots of classic gear, HF radios, and ham test equipment that I just don't see at the Bay Area swap. So, had a nice chat with Greg Stallman, KJ6KO. He's retired, of course, and he's got his 900 system to work on, and he's been restoring that, expanding it. So, good to catch up on things. K6MYC, KB6PA.
Yeah, well, it's good you caught up with Greg there. I've been missing him. He hasn't checked in here. He does have a Bozo number, but he doesn't check in very often. But I really like to catch up with him because some of the folks I'm dealing with, he used to have a lot of big hardline connectors and stuff, leftovers, cutoffs and stuff. And we need a few of those to satisfy a few of the fellows around here with everything from inch and 5/8 on down. So I got to get a hold of Greg there. One of these days, I thought he would check in one of these days, and I could jab him with a pointy stick. Hi. But we may just have to drop him an email or something. But good to hear that he's off and running and retired, and maybe that'll give him some time to, once he gets the 900 system running, he can get back on and check in here a little bit from the Bozo Net from Placerville area there. Thanks much, Oliver. KB6BA, K6MYC.
Okay, very good. So, back to usual projects, and good to hear you. KB6BA.
Okay, last call, Bay Area. I'll come back later. AB6SR, K6MYC.
WB6.
Well, how about WB6W9? I'm done eating, Mike, so I'll check in right now, 1090.
1090, I got you. You're going to dinner, are you?
Yeah, they were noisy here, but we're finished eating. The only thing I'm going to pass along is a neighboring ham said 6 meters open slightly to Arizona, so good to know. So you were predicted like June 1st. Wow, what are you predicted? Anyway, Mike, I'm going to let you move it, but yeah, 6 meters is showing signs of coming back to life. K6MYC from WB6W9.
Yeah, very good. I listened to 6. I've got a lot of noise on the band today. It probably is inverter noise, but it's not too bad, but it's in there. So I've been listening east all day, but I haven't heard anybody for sure. Thanks for the tip, Gary, and right on schedule. I think this is May 31st, but June 1st tomorrow, right?
Yes, indeed. Anyway, 73, Mike, and have a nice evening. Hopefully talk to you tomorrow on 6 meters.
Yes, sir. I talked to Chris about that. He knows what was up the other day, and you do too, so everything's working again. We had another voice underneath you. Who was the other check-in in the Bay Area? Go ahead.
WB6JNP.
Oh, okay. From Core School. We'll take you. Good evening, Dane. WB6JNP. What's new in Core School? It didn't rain, did it?
No rain today. High of 82. Present temperature 75.
Yeah, very nice, lovely day. I think we got a couple of degrees warmer here than you did, but not by much. So that was just a gorgeous day. And hopefully it'll be nice again tomorrow, not much warmer. Anyway, thanks for checking in here. Nothing too much new. We're just chugging along, getting the check-ins. Over.
Okay, I may not be on 6 tomorrow night. We've got a medical procedure in Fresno, and we don't know if we're going to be back up here or going to be staying with the kids down in Clovis. So, one way or another.
Okay. Well, we'll miss you on 6, but we'll catch you on 1296, hopefully the next night, and then 2 meters on Wednesday. 73 Dane. WB6JNP, K6MYC. Now, I got one other station I'm looking for, a couple of stations, N6RO, pointed at you, and also KO6IQR. Go ahead, either one.
N6RO.
Go ahead, Ken. Good evening.
K6NYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. High temperature was 88. Just shy of having to turn the air conditioning on. Got by with my miniature swamp coolers. And the contest was a slog, we'll call it that way. Not great conditions propagation-wise. High bands were really down from last year. We had ended up with 4,440, 4439 QSOs and 1221 multipliers for 12 million points plus. And that is 5 million less than we had last year. Mainly due to the high bands. 80 meters was my band and 160, and 160 was 160 in the summertime static. Static and absorption and QSB, all copy very difficult on 80 meters. Thunderstorm static just really was hard to copy anybody back east. Good to JA though. Good propagation, but not many people there. That's enough for now. K6MYC N6RO.
Yeah, very good. Well, it sounded like you did reasonably well, except for the high bands there. But not a bad score overall. Sorry about that. I know that the bands were noisy. I was going to get on 40 meters, either one of Friday, Saturday night, and boy, S9 plus 10, just background noise, looking east and north. I didn't even have a quiet direction until I got around toward the Pacific, which was about S4. But the forward direction toward Africa on the short path was S9 plus 10. And I said, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I went over on 20. It was almost as bad on 20. S8 noise coming from the east on 20 meters, just static. It was awful. So I turned the antenna to the Pacific and worked the guys all over the states with the antenna in the wrong direction so I could hear them. 7-3, Ken. We'll see you tomorrow on 222. Hopefully it'll work for you. Can you get the guys to check it?
I'm going to do that tomorrow, and if my chief engineer can talk me through the problem, good. If it turns out he's got to come up here, we won't be on 222 tomorrow. It's just a technical issue that I can't handle. And, okay on the noise situation. To the east was just terrible on the low bands, 40 meters on down. And, but it was relatively quiet toward Japan. Just not many JAs showed up on 80. We had 37 JAs. We normally have around 100. So, another one in the books, and we'll see you tomorrow on a couple of bands, N6RO.
Yes, sir. Go down to JAs there. At least it was open somewhere quietly. 7-3. Now, KO6IQR, are you in here, Mario?
K6MYC from KO6IQR, Bozo 1189.
Got your 1189, big strong signal from you, and you stayed up here. Did you go to Tahoe or something this weekend?
No, that was Memorial Day weekend. Last weekend, yeah.
So you stayed home and just lounged around the pool, huh?
Yeah, I wish I had a pool. I could have used it, unless you're talking about the laundry machine.
Okay. Well, let's see. We'll see if John is in here. John, are you copying me? I may have to move the antenna a little bit more your way. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, K6MYC.
We heard you, Dennis. We'll be there in a second. KM6SR.
I don't hear Dennis at all. Where are you, Dennis? don't hear KD6WVL, so let's get Dennis in here.
Okay, I'm in here.
And pleasant good evening there, Mr. Mike. K6NYC, WB6ISO, and hello, Mr. Rob. I hear down there very loud, KM6SRR. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Dennis. Do you hear him now, Mike?
Yep. No, we've got you, Dennis, and you have some other check-ins for us?
I've got a few check-ins there for you and everything else, and good evening to Mr. Rob down there, 5'9 plus, very nice signal this way, Rob. How are you doing? It's been a while since I talked to you. Everything doing fine for you down there?
Yeah, it's doing okay, and you're over some of your issues there. That's a good thing. You back home and feeling good?
Yeah, we're making recovery slowly but surely, but we're getting there, by golly, and thank you for asking. And Mr. Mike, hope you're doing just fine. We have some check-ins for you. We did talk to KA6OSX, Mr. Kent at 160 would like to be checked in, along with November 1, Papa, Mr. Dave at 336. And got a few more here. We got November 6, Bravo X-Ray, Larry at 782 break.
Roger, go ahead.
I didn't catch him there, Rob. Did he say he got it?
Who?
Yeah, I don't know if Mike got it or not. His signal went down.
Yeah, Dennis, he got Larry, I think, 782 N6BX, and we're ready for their next ones.
Yeah, I'm copying them fine. What's wrong?
Oh, your signal, for some reason, your signal just dropped down on me. It's back up there now, Mike, no problem. Okay, we also have N6TNI, November 6 Tango, November India, Mr. Dan at 132, over.
Got it.
And I am Bozo 86, and that's about all I got. I did talk to Richard KD6BQ 249, but I'm sure you'll be able to check him in there when you get over toward Nevada area. But anyway, a pleasant good evening to you. Good evening to Mr. Rob down there. Sounded good like always, Rob. Keep up the good work.
Okay, Dennis, thank you for the extra check-ins. I got 4 extra, right?
Roger, roger.
Okay, thank you. Got him. Okay, Mike, back to you.
1179. Take care. Nice signal. Doing a fine job. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Fellow to Bill for me, KO6KD, if he checks in.
Yeah, we'll get to Bill in just a minute. I've got a couple of others before that. Let me see. John, KD6WVL, are you here?
Roger, K6NYC, KD6WVL, 1179. The band's kind of weird. It's up and down. You're 40 over right now, and I'm pointing due east, over.
Catch you after a bit.
Okay, I had 2 people talking underneath you. Who are the guys talking underneath? You want to check somebody else in? Go ahead, please. Well, they're not hearing me, I guess.
I did hear John in there, KD6WVL, KM6SR here.
I heard John, but there was 2 people talking underneath there. I heard both voices, so there's 2 people on talking local.
Mike, did you get Turlock in there? A guy in Turlock called me when I was talking to Bakersfield.
That's KO6IQR, Mario.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's try for Jay up in Stockton, KO6JPU. KO6JPU, how about you, Jay, K6MYC?
Yeah, I'm here, Mike, KO6JPU, 1263. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I missed your number. You're kind of light tonight. I'm not sure I'm pointed right. Give me your number, Jay, over.
1263, 1263.
Okay, got your number, 1263. Good to hear you. Yeah, and if you give me a longer chat, I can peek on you and find out why I'm not getting you in the right direction here tonight. Go ahead, Jay.
Roger. Yeah, I went camping this last weekend up in the hills. So we took the Jeeps out and had a good time out there. And yeah, I haven't been checking into the net recently because I've been just...
Hey, Mike, his name is Jake, Jake.
Jake, I lost you. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, Roger.
Okay, you said you went camping. I had your name wrong. I thought it was J, Juliet Alpha Yankee, but Rob corrected me. It's Jake, J-A-K-E, I guess. And I missed your comment about your camping trip, over.
Oh, yeah, Roger. Basically said we went camping. We slept in the middle of the ground. And the trails were up for us.
I'm not sure what's going on. You just faded right out on me. Did you hear him fade out, Rob?
He's always been real light for me.
Well, I hear you, Jake, but I've lost copy on you. I have no copy. I could tell you came back that time. I heard your voice, but I've lost you. So massive QSB. It may be the height of your antenna, or maybe you're not pointed right. Sometimes when you're not pointed right, the QSB is much worse. Anyway, 7-3, and glad to have you back in here. Okay, I'm not checking in too often lately, but do the best you can. 73s, good evening. KO6JPU, K6MYC. Good evening, Jake.
73 KO6.
All right, now up into the Sacramento area, KJ6KFB. Darren?
Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756.
I got you. Good signal. Go ahead, take one.
Well, went to the swap and found, what do they call that? Combiners and preamp for 1.2.
Oh, very good. So you can add another antenna, and what's the preamp?
The preamp is down east microwave.
Does it have relays in it?
Negative. Have to do it externally.
Okay. Very good. Well, you're not going to have any need for the preamp right away, so you can take your time collecting it. But you, the second antenna would be a bonus. That would be good.
Well, I'm open to having another one somehow pop into my repertoire of antennas, but I haven't seen one yet. I've been looking.
Looking for what? Another 23CM22?
Yeah. I'll keep my eyes open, see what I can find, and if I do come across one, well, then I'll be able to make use out of this.
Yeah, very good. Alrighty. Well, you're sounding good. A little bit of QSB, but that's normal about this time of night. Thank you, Darren. And we'll look for you tomorrow on 6, hopefully. And certainly Tuesday on 1296. KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
All righty, Mike. You have a wonderful evening. Carry on, KJ6KFB.
Okay, very good. 7-3, and over to you, Bill. KO6KD. We did not hear Bill this morning. KO6KD, but we didn't have good propagation either, so he might have been there. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the net. Yeah, I was there. Then local coordinator net that we have here with the local guys and a fellow up in Oregon. And we tried, and nobody heard anybody. It just absolutely was a complete waste. So I did hear Bob. He was okay.
Okay. KO6KD, K6MYC. Well, Bob was talking to me. I don't think there's two stations he was talking to was me and Mark. That's it. He didn't have any other QSOs to my knowledge. I started out at 8:30, and we were there till well after 9:15, 9:30 before we got away, and we were talking in the round table for the better half of that. So if you didn't hear Mark or didn't hear much from Bob, and you didn't hear who he was talking to, it was me. I could copy you if you were in there. I was hearing Phil, WB6GGY, but he could not copy me, but he was Q5 for me, over.
Yeah, it was just really, really poor. I did try to listen, and like I said, I did hear Bob, but I heard nobody else. So anyway, that's just the way that worked out. And then I went up to the net that I check into on Sundays, and nobody up there heard each other. So we just gave it up. And since it is some local fellows, we switched over to 2 meters and chatted for about an hour or so, and that was that. So, okay, enough said. You were very, very strong here when you first came on, and you dropped out to barely a whisper. So, something, either you moved the antenna or the band has dropped out. 7-3 for now. Look for you tomorrow, KO6KD.
Bob will not be there tomorrow. Nor will he be there Tuesday, so we won't see Bob back until Wednesday. Hopefully the band will come back, and you'll be able to hear Phil and the other stations and Mark. Mark was good. I didn't have any trouble with Mark. Everybody for me was normal except for the locals. 7-3, and we'll see you in the morning on 40 meters, Bill. And then tomorrow night on 222, of course. KO6KD, 7-3, K6MYC.
Yep, okay, copy all that. Your building's starting to build back up again, back up to about an S9, so must just be band conditions. All right, 7-3, look for you tomorrow, KO6KD.
I've seen you just go up and down from strong like you are now down to nothing, and I could just get a whisper from you. I was copying, but it was just nothing left there. So monster QSB here at this time. 7-3, and let's see if I can pick up John there. KR6MR, John, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, John. Good signal. Spread all over as always. I could copy you over about 40 degrees of beam width here. But good copy. Just no big peak. You didn't get any rain the last couple of days, did you?
Negative. No rain.
Okay. Must have been warmer than we had. Nice warm temperatures in the 80s, pushing toward 90, but I don't think it ever made it, over.
We're not that warm at all. We finally got out of the 60s yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, we had 2 days of the 60s, and I had the fireplace going, over.
No, we were down to the 50s for a high.
Wow. Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow on 6 meters. Look for you on tomorrow on 6. I should be able to rotate. Everything's fixed. The antenna's rotating again, so hopefully we're okay. KR6MR 73, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, 73. See you tomorrow night on 6 meters. KR6MR, back to net.
And I'm looking for Reading. Reading, Charlie November 80, KO6HS. KO6HS or KD6SW, Reading, K6MYC, over. think I heard somebody in there, but boy, it was weak. I couldn't identify. Let's see if it's try one for you, Jerry. KO6HS. KO6HS. Try it now. K6MYC. Over. He's in there, very weak. Okay, we've got you. We heard you, Jerry. It's Q3, readability 3, and strength nothing. Readability 3 and strength nothing, but we've got you 230. Roger, roger. Now let's see if I can hear Rich in there. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6 Scotch Whiskey, A6MYC calling and listening. Anybody hearing a trace of Rich in there? I think he's in there, but I'll come back, Rich. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll come back in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. KD6SW. I'll see you in 5 minutes, and we'll try again. K6MYC going to Nevada. Okay, Nevada, KD6BQ, and the group K6MYC. How about it, Richard?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yep, got your 249. You're very loud. Good signal. Let's see if I can hear Eric in here. Eric, I wonder if you're in there. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, the email I got from Eric says that he's on a trip, so he won't be back until Wednesday.
Okay, thanks for that. Let's go over and see if we can get Daniel in. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Daniel?
272, KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, big signal from both of you guys. Let's get it over to Rob. I'm sure he's hearing both of you there. Go ahead, Rob, KM6SRR. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys, you're blasting me out there. Daniel, KE7UQL, and Richard, KD6BQ. KM6SR here.
KM6SRR, KE7UQL. Nice signal from you tonight, Rob.
Yeah, the propagation gods are with us tonight. How you doing, Richard?
We're doing good. Starting to fade a little bit, but you were 10 over 9, so good solid signal from your place.
Yep, got a good copy on you too there. Thanks for being there, guys. Okay, Mike, thank you.
K6US.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, Richard is like S2, S3 into my whole loop here in Fresno. K6US, Delta Mike 06.
Copy that to Richard. Your S2, S3 into his whole loop in Fresno.
Yep, I was copying him as well. I didn't get his call sign, but this is KD6BQ and Delta Mike 09er, over.
Yeah, KD6BQ, Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Kilo 6 United States, Delta Mike 06, over.
Over.
Yeah, he's dropped down, no copying anything right now.
Yeah, okay. It's K6US, Aaron there in Fresno and Delta Mike 06.
Yeah, the band faded.
Okay, yeah, I usually get him in CW before the net, but I was talking to Dennis tonight on we didn't hang it up there on 2:30 till about 10 minutes to 8.
Yeah, he told me he had work to you, but he said I won't check you in because you'll get him direct, over.
Yeah, roger that. And I don't know if Stan might be here or not. Dennis said that he's recuperating well from his procedure.
Yeah, he seems like he's coming back in good shape. Let me just check quickly here. K6, oh, for heaven's sakes. I forgot Stan's call sign over there. What's Stan's call? And then Fallon, Nevada.
You got to go with a 7 there, K7SUN.
SUN, yeah, K7SUN. If I'd said 7, I would have had it. K7SUN. Stan, are you with us? No, Stan. How about W6 Delta Alpha India? No, W7DAI now. Are you here? You got to get him back on again, Daniel.
Yeah, well, I think Greg's been on a trip to Michigan. I think he just got back.
Oh, is that W7DAI his name, Greg?
Roger.
Okay. I don't work him enough to remember. Very good. Well, I guess that's it for tonight, but we'll see you tomorrow on 6, of course, and we'll look for you, Daniel, on 222. KE7UQL in the group, K6MYC.
QSL, we'll see you on 222, KE7UQL.
Yeah, booming signal, very steady, very consistent. Everybody else in the easy directions is all over the place, up and down, in and out. You guys are like rock solid over the Sierras. Go figure.
Yeah, this is a good there, Mike, but negative on tomorrow night. I'll be at the Astronomy Club meeting. I got to present a thing on radio astronomy, so I will not be on 6 tomorrow night. Over.
Okay. We'll miss you, but we understand. And we'll work Daniel on 222 at least. There are some other stations up there occasionally come on. There was a new guy, K6, W6MTQ or something, up in Charlie Mike 99. He had 6 meters the other night. Maybe I'll work him. I haven't heard him since then. 7 trees, guys. Good evening, Daniel. Good evening, Rich. Richard, KD6BQ and KE7UQL. 7-3, K6MYC going back to Reading. It did.
KE7UQL, 7-3. Good night.
Night. Missing K6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville. Okay, how about 145? Reading. Oh, you're weak. Give me your number just to confirm. I haven't heard enough from you to be sure, Richard. Give me your number, over.
Okay, number 145. 145, over.
Yeah, 145. Now you're Q4 and coming up. Very poor conditions to you guys. Very, very good conditions over the Sierras, over. Gone again. You faded right out of me there. I'll say 73s, but at least we got you checked in, and we'll look for you on 6. We'll look for you tomorrow on 6 meters there. 73, Rich. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, and good evening to you, Jerry. KO6HS, K6MYC. Bye-bye.
73, Roger.
Got you, Roger, 7-3. Okay, I'm going to go into Bay Area one more time for late checks and missed. Let's try Watsonville. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United or Santa Cruz KD6 KW6S K6MYC, over. Well, no such luck. Okay, Bay Area, anybody else? AF6 AB6SR AB6SR K6KLY KT2G. I'm sure I'm missing somebody. N6NT6S. I haven't heard Tom for a while. I guess that's it. Bay Area. Late checks are missed. K6MYC. Last call. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go get ready.
Okay, Mike, I'm there now. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo with K6MYC, standing by.
KE6BK, Ethan Rob, I don't know if you've got a copy of me or not, but I'm here.
858, we've got you, K6MYC, good evening.
You're very weak, Eddie, but I got you.
K6MYC, KE6BK, good evening, Mike. You're sounding good tonight.
Yeah, we got you. Good copy. It'll come up for Rob in a second. The band is full of QSB tonight, Eddie. Good to hear you in here. Thanks for checking in. KR6MR to take it. K6MYC.
KE6BK.
Oh, I sent it to you.
You said KR6MR to take it, so I'm not sure what you're talking about.
KM6SRR, sorry.
Okay, Eddie. Yep, good to hear you there. We'll see you tomorrow night, I'm sure, on the Aries Nets. Thanks for being there, KM6SRR.
All right, you guys have a good one. Thanks for hollering at me here. KM6SRR and K6MYC, KE6BK. 73, guys. Have a good one.
Okay. Very good, Eddie. 73. Sorry about the call sign mix-up there, Rob. Put the brain in gear and engaged the mouth, but I didn't do it right. I did it backwards.
Okay, Eddie. Thanks for being there. 73, KM6SR, back to net.
Well, net's over. We haven't heard, I heard, I did work Mark this morning. Mark checked in on 40 meters, K6MTS, but no Mark tonight.
He must have been playing with his new radio.
He's what?
He must have been playing with his new radio because he bought the 7300 Mark II like I have.
Yeah, he mentioned that. No, he sounded good. Want to give me a count of what you got, Rob?
Well, I just counted. I've got 43, but I've been kind of in and out with lots of stuff going on, so I don't know if I got everybody.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get a hold of John down there. We got to figure out a way to coordinate without him getting upset, because what you guys didn't hear up here when he was vertical, the entire time he was getting all moody that I was on the frequency.
I'm sorry. When he was vertical, what was going on?
So you guys couldn't hear it up here, but when John was vertical down there in the high desert, he was basically bad-mouthing me the whole time, and that's why I got upset with him, because, you know, while I was listening to you guys, he was just chattering away to the Southern California guys, getting all ticked off that I was on the frequency. And of course, I was just trying to help you get a new member into the Bozo Net, and he got pissed off.
Well, everybody's got to calm down a little bit. It's not worth the effort to get excited. We do have those things that go on, and we are within an earshot of each other, depending on conditions. Yeah, I heard his comments, or at least heard some of them, so I know he was upset. I heard him say, "What the hell's going on here?" And I didn't know whether he was having QR Mary from the guy you were working or from you, but I guess you're crushingly loud on him when you're on, over.
Yeah, and I try to be cognizant of that, but I was relaying information for you, and so we just got to figure out a way to coexist. Either that, or I got to suggest that somebody needs to move their net to another frequency, because otherwise we're going to run into problems. But it's we can coexist. He just needs to not be a jerk about it.
Yeah. You could say, just hang on 1 second, John. Let me get this guy's call and give him a Bozo number, and we'll be clear. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't listen to that. He's got QRM also on his end, so he's having trouble hearing anything. I wouldn't doubt that when you're in there and he's in and he's hearing all these other guys calling them with his antenna pointed at them, and the opposite polarity. I'm sure they're strong. But yeah, he's just got to calm down and just don't worry about it. If it takes another 2 minutes to get a new guy in or something sorted out, so be it. We're not on a tight time schedule here. At least we shouldn't be. I'm certainly not. I'm trying to keep this as a relaxed net as possible. Don't want anybody to be blowing any gaskets here.
Well, and I think that's there's a philosophy difference between how the Southern California group he thinks he's net control. Well, he's relaying, but he thinks he owns the frequency, and that's not how we operate up here. You let people make contacts in the middle of the net. It's it flows, but they run a more rigid ship down there, and he just doesn't understand that we don't operate that way up here.
KM6SR.
And Rob.
Yeah, I think John down there has got to understand that what he gets from us up here is gravy for him. So if we're busy, then he's just got to wait. It's for his benefit, and we have a net that we're carrying on with also,
Yep, and we ran into this problem before when he started, operating. And I think it's great that we have some crossover between the two groups. But, that guy in Tehachapi, nobody else was hearing him, and he was brand new. And it's kind of a bad look to have people be getting upset with each other just because there was somebody new.
The only thing I could think of that you might be able to mitigate the situation a little bit is if you could quickly turn your power way down when you've got somebody like that that's crushing you loud. He was obviously loud for you, and he didn't need more than a watt or two from you to get back, and that might help the situation. So I know it's hard maybe quickly to do that quickly with your remote.
Yeah, I just didn't think about it at the time, but I can totally do that. Bob from Tehachapi was coming in at like 40 over, so yeah, I could have cranked the power down, but we'll have to test it. If I can just get John to shut up for 2 seconds so that we can actually, test stuff like that. There's been a couple times when I've tried to break in to kind of help relay stuff because, of course, I'm in a unique position where I can listen to 3 different transmitters, and so I kind of know when people are doubling with people because I had to tell when you were talking to him, he keyed up on you and he finished, and you were still talking, and I chimed in real quick and let him know that he was doubling. Don't know if he appreciated that, but he's got to understand that I can hear more stuff than anybody else can with these 2 stations, and so occasionally I can be very helpful with relaying stuff. And there's been a couple times I've tried to break in, and he'll just shove me off to the side to let somebody, to try to work somebody else. It's like, John, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, I know. Well, just take it easy. Well, what I hear, too, at times I get the same situation like you when you're on the top of that hill. I hear like that, too. I'll hear 2 or 3 conversations, and I'm trying to mitigate and keep everybody from interfering with each other, much less I'm trying to get as many numbers as I can. So when I hear other voices, I'm always trying to find out who that is. So, yeah, it's a different situation when you can hear 4 or 5 different directions at the same time. Hear 4 or 5 different stations all talking together. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get it. just think about dropping your power when that situation goes on. And I can copy you probably with a watt. If you just run a watt, I'll hear you fine. Over.
Yeah, we'll have to give that a try. And of course, on 2 meters, I don't even bother turning the antenna. I just leave it pointed up towards the valley. But it's like, yeah, I get it. I'm crushing you, John. But the time I'm crushing him, he's not doing anything. He's just trying to listen to the Southern California guys. And it's like, well, I'm sorry. You need to accept, interference. We're all trying to operate on the same frequency. But yeah, anyways. Just trying to get as many people in here as possible, and sometimes we butt heads with people. Anyways, KA6US.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Just got to remember, we're just trying to get people checked in. Don't want anybody to leave in frustration, and get as many new members as we possibly can. I like that new number, 1273. I like that number, Rob.
Yep, I even have one set aside for my sister as soon as I get her horizontal 2 meter up.
You got 1275 for your sister?
No, 1270.
Oh, 1270. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Matt didn't call me tonight. I don't know if he's coming home tonight or not. I already had dinner, so I'm in good shape. So I'm going to go in and relax a little bit and maybe hit the sack by 10 o'clock or so. Not much on the news. It's all repetitive stuff, all warming up for the election, the pre-election on Tuesday here in California. All the flaps and all the talking heads on who knows what, and Spencer Pratt and all that stuff. He's not a pro at what he's going to get into. He's going to be running a very large major city, and he does not have the background for it, but he's smart. He can learn. And anything would be better than Karen Bass, because if she's got the brains to run it, she doesn't know how to do it. She's not doing it the right way, so there's no point in even having a discussion about it. Give it to somebody and let him learn. He's at least got the right mental attitude about it. So anyway, these people was complaining that Spencer Pratt didn't have any big running a huge government or a huge business experience. Well, I think he's smart enough to figure out. Look how far he's gotten with his promotion of himself. He knows how to do that. I think he can figure out how to run an LA barrier. He's got people to help him. It's not like he's going to be the only one running the show down there. Anyway, I was just kibitzing. This is K6MYC Bozo 47 and Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, closing the 2 meter 144-240 net on May 31st, 2026. Good night, all.
Yeah, Mike, you beat me to it. I was going to say he's not going to be able to run the whole place himself anyway. It's the people that he picks around him, and I'm sure he'd be able to pick some reasonable people. And like you say, he's better than Karen Bass. KM6SR.
Yeah, Tuesday is going to be fun. We'll catch you later, Mike. K6US.
Well, I'm just hoping that we can get Hilton in there. Obviously, we're going to have a Democrat in there. I think that they've got things bought off to the point they're going to have somebody in there. Hopefully it's not Tom Steyer, but he may be the best choice for us to beat it, because Hilton will have no problem beating him. Javier Tercera is the one that's leading, and I guess it's just because he's got the right name.
Yeah, I still couldn't believe how many people were on my ballot. Good Lord, there was so many stinking people trying to run for governor, and of course we have this, idiotic open primary system right now. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we at least get a good option, because I'm not going to be happy if it's 2 Democrats in November.
No, nobody's going to be happy with that. That's something that has to change. I think it's only fair that in that kind of a runoff, the top 2 of either party, the top 1 and either party should run against each other and let it go at that. Anyway, yeah. All right. Good night, guys. I'm thirsty. I got to go in and get something to drink before I wither away. Ha-ha. KM6SRR, K6US, and anybody else listening, K6MYC off and clear.
Good night, Mike.
The computer in the barn magically fixed itself. I think it rebooted. But anyways, it came back up and I was able to get the map going. So barn computer's fine. We'll catch you later, Mike. K6US.
Yeah.
And thanks for the help with that Bakersfield contact. WA6LOL.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Dave. And who was the other one?
Daryl. That was Daryl.
Okay. Good night, Daryl. It's nice weather. You can stay out in the shack a long time when it's like this, can't you?
Yeah, you'll be able to stay out in the barn half the night if you want to.
You're shouting into the mic, and I can't understand what you're saying. Over.
I said you could stay out in the barn half the night if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, I have to kick some of the raccoons, the skunks, and the cats out.
Oh, that's hilarious. Especially your cats that mine likes to just jump right in the middle of everything.
Now, somebody's been in here. The cats don't get I left the food jar, which I keep about 2 days worth of food in it, and I left it out where they could get at it. Normally, I put it in the shack and close the door when I have raccoons, but I haven't had any problems all summer, and all of a sudden I left the jar out, and the jar's gone. I found it finally, and the corner was nibbled out of it, and they'd been eating out of it. So it ruins the container, which is not a problem. I've got extras, but I got to put it away. I did the same thing by accident today, I guess. In the middle of the day, they came in and got the damn thing. Sometime today, between the morning and the evening, they came in and got the container again from out there in the middle of the barn. So I had to bring out a third container. So I'm putting them away tonight. I give them plenty of food out there, and then they'll just have to do, if that ain't enough, they'll have to come to the house and get more. 7-3, guys.
Hey, Mike, do you want me to send the list off the way it is, or do you want to send me a picture?
Do I want you to do what?
Do you want me to send the list off as I have it, or do you want me to wait for your picture?
I can't send you a picture. Matt's not here. Just send it off. I'm sure you're close.
Okay, roger, roger. K6MYC, KM6SR, 73.
That's a good number, 43. Geez, I don't think you missed anybody. And if you did, it wouldn't be the end of the world, would it?
Nope, just trying to do the job right, make you happy.
I know. Well, I'm saving all the sheets, and I'm writing your number on there. So if we ever have some kind of a discrepancy, we could go back and find my sheet. I date them, and then I put the number that you give me on it, and I circle it. So we can go back and cross-check if we have to.
Okay, sounds good. And K6US, KM6SR, 73, Aaron.
Yeah, Mike, you never know when we're going to need those sheets to, disprove a murder or something. We got to prove somebody was on the air and not doing nefarious things.
You mean with somebody else's wife or something?
Yeah, exactly. So, no, he couldn't have been doing that. He was on the air. We checked him in.
Yeah, right. All right, 7-3.
All right, good night to everybody on YouTube, K6US.
Have you got a different radio on there tonight, Rob? Because you're the only one that's just distorting me. Normally you don't do that. You don't crush my radio to the point where it's going into distortion, but that's why I'm having trouble copying you, because when you talk fast or even talk at all, you're so loud that it's just mush. Over?
Well, I haven't changed anything. It's the same way I usually do it, so I don't know. I could try to turn down my drive.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's. I don't know if it's a level thing. You might just drop the amp for a second. Let me hear you.
Okay, there it is with no amp. KM6SR talking with K6MYC. Over.
That still sounds terrible.
Well, you're the only one that thinks so, because, Rob, you sound good with or without the amp over here.
Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate it.
It's probably probably more my ears than anything, Rob, so don't worry about it. In a week or so, I should get my hearing aids back and be back on Bluetooth. I think there's two speakers in the system here, or two pots that control the volume. And if I don't get the balance right on the radio driving the Bluetooth, it distorts, and the other radio comes off of the Bluetooth or is in parallel with it, and the other little speaker sometimes distorts. But it's just that you're the only one that's distorting me. Nobody else is distorting. So that's what makes it suspicious, but it's probably just because you've got really loud, broad audio. Over.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I was thinking it might be an issue with your hearing aids. So, well,
more than likely.
What happens when you get them back and get them fixed?
If I turn this little speaker that I have all the way down so I can just barely hear you, then I don't hear the distortion. So it must be something in the capability of the little speaker. All right, good night, guys. K6MYC out of here.
Okay, 7-3 all, and good night to you, Daryl, KG.